Hi, today Ask F5 shows you how to configure geolocation enforcement for a BIG-IP ASM security policy using the configuration utility. When you configure geolocation enforcement for a BIG-IP ASM security policy, the system determines the geolocation of a client request and controls access to that application from specific countries. For example, you can configure a list of countries from which users are not allowed to access the application. If a client attempts to access the application from a restricted country, the system blocks the request and logs the violation on the Security Events Log page. For more detailed information about geolocation, refer to this article linked below. You can use the following approaches when configuring geolocation enforcement. Allow-only model, which means to allow only application access to users in certain geographical locations. You can add those specific locations to the allowed locations list and place all other locations in the disallowed locations list. There's also the deny-only model, which denies application access to users only in certain geographical locations. You can add those specific locations in the disallowed geolocations list and place all other locations in the allowed geolocations list. F5 regularly releases database updates in the Geolocation Updates product container for each version of the BIG-IP product line on the F5 download site. For more information, refer to this article linked below. If you deploy the BIG-IP system behind a trusted proxy, you should enable the Accept XFF setting in the HTTP profile. This allows the BIG-IP ASM system to use the IP address that initiated the connection to the proxy when determining the geolocation. To enable Accept XFF in the HTTP profile, log into the configuration utility. Go to Local Traffic, Profiles, Services, HTTP. Select the profile associated with the BIG-IP ASM enabled virtual server. In Settings, select the Custom checkbox, then select the Accept XFF checkbox. Select Update to save the changes. If you deploy the BIG-IP ASM system behind a proxy, you should enable the Trust XFF Header in the Security Policy properties. This allows the system to identify the location using the address from the XFF header instead of the source IP address. To enable Trust XFF Header, log into the configuration utility. Go to Security, Application Security, Security Policies, Policies list. Select the name of the security policy. In the Security Policy Configuration section, select General Settings if it's not already selected. For Trust XFF Header, select Enabled. Select Save. Then select Apply Policy to put the changes into effect. Now we'll configure the geolocation enforcement for the security policy. In this demo, I'll use the deny-only model as described earlier. To configure geolocation enforcement, log into the configuration utility. Go to Security, Application Security, Security Policies, Policies list. Select the name of the security policy. Select General Settings if it's not already selected. Under Advanced Settings, in the Geolocation Enforcement section, move geolocations into the Disallow Access or Allow Access as appropriate for your policy. If no geolocations are disallowed, the Disallow Access list is empty. To restrict traffic from anonymous proxies, move Anonymous Proxy to the Disallow Access list. To restrict traffic from locations that the system cannot identify, such as RFC 1918 addresses or unassigned global addresses, add NA to the Disallow Access list. Select Save, and then select Apply Policy. That's it. If you have questions or comments, please send us an email. Thanks for watching.